And then the opener, Brock Lesnar beating John Cena in a matter of minutes, complete destruction. That got a lot of people upset. Before we get to that and some of the other aspects of this show, RJ mimicking the tears there, what were your overall impressions, Mr. Marceau, of WrestlePalooza on Saturday?
I mean, I thought it was pretty. I thought it was like you said, a C plus B minus show. I mean, wouldn't say it was the greatest show they've ever had, but I also don't think it was one of the worst. I think also a lot of people, like you said, they hyped it up, probably overhyped it a little bit, like all the surprises. I think that kind of got in people's mind, like, hey, like maybe Drew's gonna win the belt, like Cody and Drew's in the main event. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? He's in the main event. He's gonna win. And guess what? He didn't. So I think that also didn't help. That I think people were like really excited for this surprise, and they didn't get it, unfortunately. But all in all, I thought overall it was a solid show.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a solid show. I think Triple H more than anyone. For some reason, your video had frozen. I could check back up on that in a second. It's still frozen. I can still hear you. For some reason, the video's like frozen. But no, I thought it was a solid show. Triple H is the king of hyping things up and saying, "Oh, this is a new era, blah blah blah. Like we're gonna have new this, new that, all this other shit," and then nothing really changes. That's kind of like what this was. I thought they did, they had some highlights, which I mentioned that, some low points, some big points, and I thought it was good for what it was, but they just have to do a better job in the future of not completely overhyping things to be the next big thing. Oh, this show is going to be amazing, all these surprises. And then you got fucking, what's his name? You have Triple H out there saying that Stephanie McMahon is joining the Hall of Fame, and that's their biggest surprise of the night. So they have to do a better job of that. But that being said, though, talking about Brock and Cena, what did you expect from this match exactly, Mr. Marceau? Because there's a lot of people upset. I wasn't necessarily upset. I was just more like, okay, the fuck was that? I was looking forward to more from the match, and I'll give my thoughts in a second. But what did you really expect from the match, and were you disappointed, or were you satisfied with what we got with Brock basically squashing Cena in a matter of minutes on the show?
I mean, this is what I expected. I think, if anything, they kind of like dragged it a little bit longer. So all the people complaining, oh, it's Cena's retirement tour. How could they do this to him?
Yeah.
If the guy's leaving in December and Brock's going to still be here, why would he lose to Brock? Or why would Brock why would Cena beat Brock? If Brock's going to be around and he's kind of in their plans, he'll probably go on to WrestleMania and wrestle. Why would they just randomly have Cena beat him? If anything, you have Brock kill him, which he did, and then, I mean, obviously we're getting Cena and AJ now, but I think that would open the door to maybe Cena took him too lightly. He's kind of like, oh, I'm happy on my retirement tour, and maybe get him more motivating, do a rematch against Brock. Clearly we're not getting that, but that was my first initial thought. Oh, maybe we'll get Cena reinvigorated again. But my only one nitpick was it kind of dragged on 17 F5s. Just beat him in 2 minutes and move on. I feel like they kind of played with their food a little bit by the end, but I mean, I think it was exactly what I expected it was going to be.
Well, it's close to what I expected it to be, and I'm not necessarily saying I was disappointed by it. I guess I kind of am, but I'm just saying that with the match itself, that I just feel like it could have been more competitive. I mean, I'm not even necessarily disagreeing with you about Brock winning. I mean, I wanted Cena to win, just because the whole circumstances around the Brock return, it's just been a fucking mess in SummerSlam. But it doesn't really bother me that he won. We said that last week. I didn't really want Brock to win, but I figured he would win. It's the fashion in which he won. I mean, was it not evident to you that they tried to replicate the formula from SummerSlam 2014 by having Brock dominate Cena for a matter of minutes? Cena got in a couple of offensive moves. He hit 5 AAs and whatever. All Brock really did was hit an F5, 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 kick out, AA, kick out, F5, F5, F5. Okay, he wins. I'm sorry, that was fucking lazy. I think the opening video package touting ESPN now having WWE on their service lasted longer than the match itself did. And I'm not saying it should have been a 30-minute classic, but we know these guys, granted they're older, but we know these guys are capable of better. Even their match from Night of Champions back in 2014 was better than this. This was basically the SummerSlam match. I just feel like there was a better way of doing this match than just replicating what they did at SummerSlam, but just worse. I'm not even saying Brock should have won, lost, win. I think he should have lost, but it's not that big of a deal. I just would have rather seen a more competitive match. And it's not like Cena's been a loser since he turned babyface. He kicked out of what 10 crossroads at fucking SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and then
dumb.
Which I agree with, that was dumb too. And then people get upset when Drew McIntyre loses to one crossroads in the main event, which is how it should be. But then you do shit like this, it's just inconsistent. But it's not like Cena's been down on his luck. He just beat Logan Paul. He wrestled Sami Zayn for the U.S. Championship recently. He beat Cody Rhodes, or he faced Cody Rhodes in a great match at SummerSlam. I just thought the story, or lack thereof, in this match was just fucking awful. I just thought they tried to do what they did at SummerSlam, and it did not work remotely as well as it did 11 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I also think people probably expected a little bit more of an actual contest. Like you said, it was kind of finisher fest, nothing really there. I mean, good for Brock. I mean, looks like he must not be in the same wellness policy as Andrade was, but I mean, holy smokes, he's clearly on the juice. He looked like he was chiseled on a marble. The guy's like over 50 years old at this point. So, like you said, I wouldn't say I'm not, like you said, I think match wise, they definitely could have a better match. Like you said, it was finisher, just kind of just stale match. But like you said, I guess the outcome, I feel like more people were more mad about the outcome, which, I mean, at the end of the day, I think we both picked Brock. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the outcome, I mean, listen, if people don't like Brock and they didn't want him to win, I get why people would say that. That's not necessarily like why the match I thought was garbage. I thought it was garbage because they tried to do what they did at SummerSlam, where Cena has to rally back and get that win back. I know you mentioned that before. I think that'd be fucking stupid. I just feel like that'd be a waste of a Cena match. He only has a few appearances left. We now know who he's facing at Crown Jewel, which we'll get to. But to even do a rematch, I mean, we don't know what to believe, because now we're getting Cena and AJ, and we were told a month ago, oh, we're never going to do that match, but we're getting it now. And now we're getting Cena and Brock, or we got Cena and Brock, and now we're being told, well, they're not doing a rematch. Well, it looked like they were going to do a rematch based on what went down here. It's just so inconsistent, and it's strange. I mean, I'd rather they not run this back. Or would you agree? Like, do you want to see a rematch after what we got on Saturday, or would you rather they just move on?
I mean, I don't think we need a one-on-one match. I mean, obviously, Brock's teasing some alignment with Heyman. Maybe you get Cena in Survivor Series and War Games. Brock's on the one side, Cena's on the other. Cena can kind of get, like, I don't know if comeuppance is the right word, but, like, he kind of gets hit over on Brock maybe in that match or whatever. But, yeah, one-on-one, I don't think I need to see it again.
I'd be completely fine with that. I was thinking about that, too. I think we have our War Games match this year. Please do not put the fucking MFTs in War Games. I just feel like the Vision stuff would make way more sense. You could put Brock on Team Vision, not in the Vision, but on Team Vision. And that's how you get Cena and Brock one more time, but not necessarily one more singles match between the two. That would just be an absolute waste. I'm sorry. That would just be a waste of one more Cena appearance. I have no interest in seeing. I didn't really have much interest in seeing the match to begin with, but they build it up so much. Oh, it's on the fucking poster for the pay-per-view, and then it goes 8 minutes, and it's largely just finishers. It's like, I guess to your point, what did we really expect? I mean, has Brock really worked all that hard for the last number of years? There's been some great matches in the last 10 years with Brock Lesnar, but a lot of the matches he's been involved in dating back to like 2016. This is not a new revelation. Like, this has been happening for a while now. It's just laziness. Like, this is just fucking lazy. I don't know if it's the company or Brock or a combination of both. I'm probably going to go with a combination of both. It's just what it is. And what it also kind of does, it's not even like the Cena thing. Oh, we beat Cena on his retirement tour. Who cares? Cena winning or losing at this point doesn't really matter. My top takeaway here was, like, the question is, oh, Brock beat Cena decisively. What's next for him? I'm going to be honest, I don't really care. Like, you can get some fresh matches with him and Gunther or Jacob Fatu. Those matches could be fun. But if it's going to be more of the same of what we got here and then maybe Brock beating those people, I just have no fucking interest. I think we already talked about this when Brock came back at SummerSlam. But, like, what more can you really do with the guy beyond going for the championship again, which we've seen a million times, and I have zero interest in that as well. Do you have any real interest in whatever Brock does next, whatever that could be?
I mean, like you said, it kind of really depends on what you do with him. Like you said, if he's working with younger guys and maybe putting them over, I don't mind it. But like you said, if he's going for the main championship, for me, that ship's kind of sailed. I mean, I don't really need to see Brock as WWE or world champion anytime soon. So, I mean, if he's working with Gunther, Jacob Fatu, who you named, and losing to them, I don't mind it. But, I mean, Brock champion again, no thank you.
Oh no, definitely not. Brock is any sort of champion in this company I have no interest in seeing. But even those matches, like they're fresh matches that I do want to see. Like Brock and Gunther is a dream match for a lot of people. But if it's just going to be F5, 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 powerbomb, choke, F5, like we kind of saw that with the Bobby Lashley matches. That was the dream match for a long time too. And some of the matches were decent. They weren't necessarily bad, but bro, we were there for one of them. We were there for the Elimination Chamber one in 2023. F5, F5, Dominator, Spear, F5, DQ, which it never really had a proper resolution either. They just fucking ended it and moved on. That was so lazy. That was before Brock even had to leave and go away for some undisclosed reason that was never made clear on the air. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not really overly excited for whatever Brock does next. Coming off of what we saw here, if this is the shit that he's going to be involved in match-wise, I just don't give a fuck. I thought the SmackDown segment they did last week was great. Him laying out Corey, I thought that was cool. Like Brock doing that sort of shit, that's when he's in his element. But when they have him out there during these matches just hitting his finisher 10 times, it's almost like not even the same person from not even 10 years ago. But like I know he was 20 years younger at Mania facing whatever his name was, Kurt Angle with the shooting star press and all that other sort of shit. I know that was from a while ago. I totally get it. But they could definitely have him back doing stuff and just being more motivated. I just feel like that would make way more sense. So it's definitely something I feel like they could do a better job with Brock, putting him in storylines that are actually exciting and have potential. As of right now, though, it's just one of those situations where it's like, I really don't care to see him back anytime soon. The War Games match is cool because he hasn't done a tag team match in a long time. But he's just in that mode of going. He is literally going through the motions. And if that guy's going to be in there beating Gunther and Jake Fatu, I say to that, no fucking thanks. I'm sorry.